Leo, what's next in life? What's next in life for Leo? What can Leo expect? That's what's next in life. What's next in life for Leo? You guys may be wanting to grow, climb the ladder in your workplace. Okay, maybe you have high hopes for your business or for your work, wherever you work, your career, that you'll maybe make, more money or good money in this position, but something may not turn out how you thought it would turn out. And that's what's next in life. Something regarding your career that you could have had high hopes for, could have been planning for, could have thought it was going to turn out a certain way. It may not turn out that way, and it may just disappoint you, and that's what's next in life. So you could have a disappointment regarding your business or what you do for work, your career. Some of you guys, you could lose a job even. Okay, that's what's next in life. You may lose a job, or you could hear about somebody else losing their job or something. You could also find out that somebody else lost their job, and they're taking an L in regards to work and career. Okay, or this is you. Some of y'all could be regretting the job that you chose, or your whatever you do for work, or whatever position you are in. You could be regretting the type of job you chose, or the position you're in as well, or something like that. It's what's next in life. You kind of in regret thinking about it. This could even be you regretting the career you chose, or the lifestyle you created for yourself because you didn't maybe invest in a good career or something like that. But you maybe even just having life regrets, but it's regarding your money, your finances, your career, feeling like maybe you regret not setting yourself up for success, or just some regrets around career, work, and money is what's next in life. Okay, this could just be you reflecting on this. Okay, something like that. There may be a couple people who is in regret, okay, as to what's next in life, Leo. Because for some of you guys, you could end up, being really focused on work, and maybe you're gonna have to leave a lot of people. Maybe you're not gonna be able to spend much time with certain people, hang out with certain people as much, and you're gonna have a couple people or a certain person in their feelings, okay, as to what's next in life. So you're gonna have somebody in their feelings because you may be so focused on work, you're not able to spend enough time with them. So you may just have somebody feeling, a little hurt, okay, because your focus is not on them as much, okay, as to what's next in life. So your focus is kind of shifting towards work, making your work as your priority, and you may be making somebody feel left out, okay. Somebody's wanting your attention as to what's next in life, but you have to focus on work or something. So you're not able to give people or a certain person much of your time or energy. You guys are going to be feeling very confident in yourself, okay, so what's next in life, you're going to be looking good. You're going to be very independent. Yeah, maybe getting your ego stroked, okay, as to what's next in life. This could be your lover. This is people from work, okay, but it's people could definitely be stroking your ego as to what's next in life, Leo, okay. People talking about how good you look, how confident you are. It's they're recognizing your that drive and determination within you, especially in when it comes to work and making sure you are stable, career-wise, financially-wise. You're also going to be more mysterious, Leo, okay? That's what's next in life. So you're coming off a little mysterious. People are deeming you as mysterious. Maybe you're not telling too much. You're moving in silence, okay? So what's next in life. It's like what's next in life. You're going to be your best self, okay? You're going to be like your best. Or you're getting into that mode where you're about to be like your best self. And I just feel like you're gonna have a lot of people in their feelings, because it's like you focus on other things now. You focus on glowing up, bossing up in your career, glowing up in general, okay? You like determined to be in position how you want to, and it's gonna have some people like feeling left out, feeling like they don't matter. Or there are gonna be people who feel like they're no longer on your level, or these are people, they're not really growing, or trying to glow up or determined to be anything out of themselves. Something about people feeling left out, though, feeling like maybe these are people who like your company, they like being around you, or maybe these are even your kids or a lover, but somebody's like wanting your attention, but you're not going to be able to give them any attention or spend time with them the way they want. And that's what's next in life. You guys are definitely like determined to be there for your family, support, provide, for your family. If you have a family, okay, you're definitely determined to make sure that your family is straight, that your home life, your stability, everything is stable, okay? It's like you're going to be taken care of. I'm getting like head of household, Leo. So you like the head of household. You could literally be the head of your household, okay? Because it's giving that energy, and that's what's next in life. It's just like you definitely like taking on everything, making sure like your family is good. You're just doing what you got to do to make sure your family or your home life or your stability is intact, okay? And I really feel like you're gonna be like your best self is to what's next. Like, you're gonna be feeling really aligned. You're gonna feel like you're aligned with your purpose. You're aligned with what you're supposed to be, like who you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be doing. You're gonna feel very much aligned. It's like you're gonna feel good though, that you are able to take care of home, okay? That you are able to, you're able to provide. You're gonna be like proud of yourself, feeling good. You're gonna be feeling accomplished even. For some of you guys here, you have family with the 10 of Cups here, so you are definitely like able to take care of home and be the provider in some way. And it's like you're feeling good about you being able to do this, you being able to bring this stability and put smiles on your family's faces, or whoever your lover, whoever's faces, okay? You're gonna be feeling really good about how much aligned you are, like how you're in your purpose and things. It's like you're stepping into your purpose even, Leo, okay? And that's what's next in life. Some of you guys aren't going to be dependent on family anymore, okay? And that's what's next in life. Like, you're no longer dependent on people, because you're just realizing, like, if you keep depending on people, you're just going to be disappointed every time, okay? So you're not depending on people anymore, Leo, is what's next in life. You're like, I got this shit myself, because I know one thing about it. If I do it, it's going to get done. But if I ask somebody else, I don't know. So I'm just going to depend on myself at this point. That's like your attitude, how you're moving, Leo. It's to what's next in life. You're no longer depending on other people and this can even be in terms of like happiness or even money or stability. But I'm getting even in an emotional factor. You're not depending on people, looking for people to make you happy, to bring some excitement in your life, to make you feel whole, okay? You're gonna be figuring out how to do all of that internally, how to make yourself feel these ways. what you can do to make yourself feel these ways. You're no longer depending on people though in any terms, okay? And that's what's next in life. What's next in life for Leo? Some of you guys may be getting the life you want, like in terms of if you want the partner, the home, the family, the white picket fence, okay, the house on land. Some of y'all are definitely getting what you want in terms of like love and family, okay, if you want that, if that is, and I'm getting that is part of some of you guys' purpose, Leo. So you're definitely stepping into purpose for some. Is what's next in life. You're about to, you know, get married, even have a family and have kids even, okay, or more kids if you already have kids. But there's like you having a family dynamic, you having the home, the stability, you know, the family life, okay, but like you being good too. Everything's just good, and that's what's next. Like you having the home life, the family life, the white picket fence life, okay, with the cars in the driveway, the house on land, the kids playing, okay. It's like you're gonna get that, Leo, okay, if you don't already. And those who already have, I'm just seeing like that harmony, that peace, that happiness within the family dynamic, within your home life, okay. So what's next in life? If you guys have like a lover, okay, you are in a relationship, you are married to someone, I'm seeing like you may just take your person out on dates more, okay. You may just be randomly surprising them with, you know, little things like gifts or money or flowers, okay. So man or woman here, expect your lover to maybe, you know, cater to you more, be more chivalrous, you know, wine and dine you, okay. Expect that. It's like what's next in life, Leo, is like you are gonna have the dates and everything, and not just like everything maybe being about sex, okay. So again, I don't care, man or woman, it's like things aren't just going to be like quick and to the point when it comes to that. It's going to be like some wine and dining, some getting to know each other, having some more intimate conversations where you're just kind of sitting down. You know, this could be, because I'm picturing somebody just sitting down with another person, y'all sitting across from each other though, getting to know one another. But I just really get like what's next in life, Leo, is you having that one-on-one time, that you being able to spend more time. I won't even say spend more time, but you being able to have those there will just be that intimacy where it's more like getting to know each other, you know, having conversations before getting straight to it, okay, if y'all know what I mean. That's just what I'm picking up on. So man or woman, there's just going to be like some more you know, whining and dining the other, showing the other a good time, or doing nice gestures or things like that before it's just strictly sex, okay. You just won't be working like that no more, okay. That's for a few, okay. So that's what I'm also getting as to what's next in life, Leo. I really keep seeing these kids on this 10 of Cups, so I don't know if you're going to be around kids more as to what's next in life. I don't know if this is you like in a playful energy, okay. So you may just be feeling good, right, and that's going to lead you to being in a more playful, childlike energy. Or you're really going to have kids around in your next chapter, whether these are like your kids or other people's kids. But what I was getting at is, the way I keep looking at it, I really getting like you could be adding on to your family, Leo, or you're finding out that somebody else is adding on to their family. Like somebody's expecting that there's a new addition, okay, coming into the family. That's for some, okay. And that's what's next in life. You're finding that out, or you're the one that's going to be having a new little one added to the family. What's next in life for Leo? Yeah, you're gonna find your divine counterpart as well too. You're gonna be with the person that you're supposed to be with, someone you're aligned with. The 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups following after, yeah, you're going to be meeting your divine counterpart, the person you are meant to be with, somebody you could even have a spiritual connection with. But this is going to be like a deep connection. This is a higher level type of connection, commitment. Like, this is somebody who's part of your purpose, okay? Somebody you will be aligned with. Y'all will have the same values, morals, and respect and interests even, okay? Regarding certain things, like, there's just going to be, like, you guys meeting each other as well. You're very much about to enter into, like, an aligned connection, okay? It's what's next in life. You're going to be partnered with somebody who's on your level. They're on the same frequency as you. Something about you guys seeing eye to eye as well too. In a lot of like you being happy in your relationship though. Like I said, for some it may be your partner feeling like they're not getting much this time and attention with you because you're so focused on work. But I'm still seeing again something about you being able to still make some time, or things will still work out. They're gonna work in some way, because something about what's next in life, you being in an aligned connection, you two seeing eye to eye. So even if that does happen, expect things to still work out. There's still something about you being happy and in your relationship, in your love life, in your family life, okay? There's happiness. Some of you guys, if you're single, you're going to be saving yourself until you meet your person, okay? Because I'm getting you're saving yourself for your divine counterpart, the person that you are, God ordained even to be with, your spouse. In just regular terms, your spouse. You're going to be saving yourself for the person that you're meant to be with, okay? So some of you guys, you're going to be stingy with your energy, your sexual energy. You're not just giving yourself to any and everybody unless it's your person, okay? And that's what's next in life, Leo. Especially, if you're single, you're pulling your energy back, your sexual energy, and only keeping that for the person that you may feel is the one, the person you think you're going to marry, okay? Y'all could be saving up to move though, or you're saving up to make some type of move. Could be in regards to a move in career, a move in a business, a move in some type of whatever, like you're invested in or something. But I'm just getting moved. You are going to be saving up to make some type of move, Leo, or you're just saving in general. Maybe you're going to start saving your money more rather than spending, or even giving your money to other people, okay, other things. Yeah, you may just be more stingy with your money, okay, your resources, your time, your energy, okay, especially again if you're around people that don't deserve it, that only want to take from you. And I'm just getting in general, you're going to really be stingy with your money, your time, your resources, because you want to make sure you are giving to the right people, okay? Whether this is relationships, families, other things that you give to, you are not giving though unless you feel like somebody's worth you giving your time, your money, your effort, your resources, and things like that too, okay? And that's what's next in life. You guys may stop trying to control everything, Leo, and just kind of like surrender, okay? It's to what's next in life. You're done trying to control other people, places, and things, control anything outside of yourself. Because again, what can we control? We can only control ourselves, okay? Because that's what we can only really actually control is ourselves, okay? So you're coming to some type of realization about that. It's to what's next in life. You're done just trying to like have control over things. You're letting go of control, okay? And you're trusting in like the divine, or you're trusting that you're just having faith, and you're trusting that things will work out, okay? And that's what's next in life, okay? You're realizing that you can't control other people, places, situations, okay? You can't control anything but yourself, and you're gonna start, really realizing that, okay? It's what's next in life. Yeah, you guys are going to start going with the flow more. I'm also seeing you guys may change your perspective when it comes comes to indulging, like I said, something about you maybe not being such a spender, always spending money, like you're always indulging in shopping and spending your money, always indulging in things that make you lose out on money even. So you're going to start saving your money. You're going to start realizing that it's time to save, okay? Especially like if you are trying to build something for yourself, you're trying to make a move on something, it's time to like save the money, okay? It's time to invest the money even, but not just spend it, okay, on ridiculous things. And I'm seeing that, Leo. So you're like going to start, having more, you're going to start, even spending and, with more, with intent, spending with the right intentions, having purpose behind the things that you spend on. Or if you do, spend your money, but you're not just going to be out here spending your money, being reckless with your money. This can even be in terms of the things you have addictions to, the things you like to indulge in general, whether that's like drinking, smoking, whatever activities though that you like to engage in a lot. I'm seeing you maybe holding off or learning how to have more moderation and balance. You're just not going to be overindulging, okay? You're going to know when to pull back, okay? When to pull. Something about you knowing when to pull your energy back. And this is like in regards to anything. I'm getting even the things you are you have addictions to, or you're obsessive with. You're pulling back, okay? Yeah, you're finding that balance. So you could just be finding more balance. Things are going to feel more balanced, Leo, as to what's next in life, okay? Yeah, it's something about you guys changing your relationship, having a better relationship with money, with your finances. It's to what's next in life. Your finances are also going to be balancing out. So if your finances have been looking crazy, it's going to start balancing out. If your money been looking funny, I'm also getting what's next in life. You're going to be very aware of, reciprocity and reciprocation and things like that. You're not going to just be over giving, okay, but you're also not going to be selfish and frugal, as well either. So you're definitely going to find that balance between giving and taking, Leo, and that's what's next in life, okay? And this can even be in terms of like a job. Like you're not going to just be giving the job your all and you're not getting nothing in return. You're not going to be, overextending yourself, and you're not getting, what you're worth in return. I just see like a give and take thing being balanced out, like knowing when to give and when to take, knowing you having that balance between, okay? Because some of y'all could have been overly giving or overly giving to people, places, and things that you maybe know you shouldn't have been giving to, okay? So you're going to have that balance. And I'm also just getting, if you were in a place where you were selfish even, you're going to start giving more, okay? So, but it's definitely going to be a balance there. You guys may drink more water, okay? As to what's next in life. Really staying more hydrated, especially if you're someone who does drink or smoke or drink a lot of caffeine, or do strenuous things where your energy is kind of depleted, or engage in certain things like that. You're going to stay up on your water, or just making sure you're hydrated, because those things can definitely dry you out, okay? Something about you pouring into yourself though, in a way where you are hydrating, you're keeping yourself hydrated. Or this is even you gonna make sure you make time to rest, to rejuvenate, to replenish yourself, okay? You may also be very generous as to what's next, okay, in life, Leo. You definitely are giving to people. You're very generous in this next chapter. But again, something about you also having that balance, okay? You not over giving and you're not being selfish or stingy either, Leo, okay? You're right in between. Or I'm even getting like you are giving people, places, and things just enough as they are giving you. Because I keep saying something about maybe overextending. So maybe you were overextending in whichever ways. And I'm also getting you could have just been letting people take advantage of you, when it comes to money and finances and resources or your energy, anything. But you could have been even letting people take advantage of you. Something about you overextending yourself, or you taking on more than you need to. What's next in life, you're not overextending, okay? You're staying right in the middle. You're giving people, places, and things just as much as they're giving you, okay? It's not a tit for tat. It's just your value is just important as the next person's value, okay? You're not overplaying your part, okay? You're not lowering your value just to be, you know, accepted somewhere. Things like that. There's equal give and take in your relationships or situationships or your workplace, you know, anywhere, you know, involving give and take, okay? I'm valuing you, you're valuing me, okay? There is I see your worth, you see mine, things like that. I'm just picking that up, okay? So just take it how it resonates. But there's definitely balance, okay, Leo? So heavy on like there being balance in general is to what's next in life. Like I said, something about you being very stable, your home life, your relationship, even things are going to be feeling very balanced. You're going to be in a balanced energy, Leo, and that's what's next in life, okay? And this could even be in terms of like your emotional, okay? But I'm getting heavy on your finances and your emotional, okay? It's kind of where you are going to be very balanced, okay? So that's what I have for Leo. You could be born on the 5th, the 10th, the 2nd, the 4th, the 12th, the 14th, or the 6th. Okay, you could be born, or these are the people that are involved in your life next birth dates. Okay, I'm also getting heavy on a Scorpio, a Aries, a Pisces, heavy on a Pisces, a Cancer, a Capricorn, a Sag, and a Taurus is a very significant as to who's next in your life as well too. They could have these placements in their big 3 as well, or you could too. Okay, these could also be seasons of when certain things will play out next. Okay, so that's what I have for Leo. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I will see y'all in the next one.